Jessica, I've got a great story to tell you.
What? What? Did they finally invent bubble gum that doesn't stick to your face and hair when you're humongous bubble pops?
No.
Did they finally build a Disneyland in our town?
No.
Well, did they lower the driving age so that 9-year-olds can get their license?
Good grief, no.
Well, what then?
I went to visit my grandpa today.
Oh! And he gave you $100?
No, just listen.
Okay, I'm listening. Yahoo! It's story time!
Finally. Okay, well, my grandpa told me this story. He's 97, you know. Well, anyways.
97? Boy, am I listening. This story's gonna be great.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, he told me a story about when he grew up in England.
He grew up in England? Did he meet James?
What? James who?
You know. My name's James. James Bond.
You mean Bond. James Bond.
What?
Oh, never mind. Anyway, as I was saying, again, he grew up in England, and...
Did he meet the Queen? I know. Maybe he had tea with her. Good day, Your Majesty. Isn't the day simply divine?
Oh, stop already. I don't know if he ever met the Queen. He was just a boy, you know. Now, do you want to hear the story or not?
Rightio, mate. That's what they say in England. Share away.
Well, let me start. He found a fish one day, and he wanted to keep it, so...
Oh, it's all so clear now. No wonder he didn't meet the Queen. Does she even like fish?
Jessica, sometimes you interrupt too much.
Oh.
So, as I was saying, my grandpa put the little fish into the horse's trough. That's their big, huge water bowl. And the fish stayed alive by eating the grain that fell from the horses' mouths as they drank.
That's amazing. How long did the fish live? A week? A month?
It lived there for 3 whole years.
Oh.
The trough got knocked over a few times when the horses got too excited, but each time my grandpa was there to put the fish back in.
Wow, that's a great story. Good thing your grandpa was there to pick the fish up and put it back in the water.
Yeah, 'cause fish need to be in water to stay alive. If that poor fish had been on the ground for very long, he'd be dead. You know what's really amazing?
What?
Fish don't even need swimming lessons.
No way! I always pictured fish going through their different colored badges. Are you sure they don't take lessons?
Yep, I'm sure. It's just like us Christians, you know.
We don't need swimming lessons? Then why did I take all those lessons last summer?
No, silly. We need swimming lessons. What I'm trying to say is...
Yes, John, what are you trying to say?
Fish need to be in water to survive. In the same way, Christians need to pray to survive.
Hey, I get it. A fish swims because he's a fish. So as Christians, we should pray just as easily.
Sure, we need to pray lots because God is our Father and prayer is how we talk to Him.
Oh yeah! Hey, and the world is like the horse's trough. Sometimes it gets bumped or knocked over, but just like your grandpa was right there to put the fish back in the water, so God is right there to help us in our tough times when we ask Him.
Yep, told you I had a great story.
You sure did. Hey, John, speaking of tough times, I'm kind of going through one right now. Do you think you could come over to my house and we could pray about it together?
You bet, I'd love to. Prayer should come as easy as swimming does for a fish. But I'm sure even fish spend time practicing. They always do it. Let's go.
Okay, we're off to pray, we're off to
To pray, we're off to pray.